Transform your space into a cozy sanctuary with pleasant candles, where every scent tells a story. Whether you're unwinding after a long day or setting the mood for a relaxing evening, our hand-poured premium candles fill your home with luxurious aromas designed to uplift, soothe, and inspire. Breathe in our different scents in according with your smell taste, ranging from fresh mountain mist to beach linen, bringing the ocean breeze right to your home. And for long-lasting fragrance, try our luxurious perfume diffusers. Shop now at pleasantcandles.com and light up your senses today.
How y'all doing and welcome. I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining the player. Subscribe. Please remember, go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Y'all check out a few things. Subscribe to the website. If you would like to support a player around here, you can get some for you and them little babies by clicking the Get link on the website. If you'd like to see what we call the event video, please go around to the Patreon, the Willie Williams Show. The link's down there in the description. I need you liking, sharing, telling somebody about a player. We try to get the thumbs up over 500 in every show so we can do something to the algorithm. Listen, we got a PayPal link down in the description. We got $, top and bottom. Willie Williams Show, that is the cash app. And if you just so happen to hit that super chat, please don't go over $5 because the player don't know if he getting it or not. They say I get 30, they say that they get 70. God damn it, I think they getting the whole 100. Remember, the midday news show, if you can't watch it with your eyes and you can't use your peripherals and see a player, big word, I hear any goddamn screen. We do got a thing called a podcast on Anchor and Spotify, the Willie Williams Show. Please follow me on IG and Twitter at the WW Show. Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate y'all. What's happening and welcome. Come on in, sit yourselves right on down. Don't be afraid. It's still Friday. It's still Friday out here in these streets. Hold on. I don't know, buddy, but that's what's up. As you come on in, y'all hit the thumbs up. Share. Let people know that we're around here. 46 for the like so far. 46 so far. Come on in. Friday, baby. It's the end of the week. Payday STD Friday around here in these streets. This is the day that you go ahead on the fandango. You go ahead on it. You pounce on something. You don't be afraid to pounce on it because you is an adult. Don't let nobody tell you that you ain't grown. You is grown. You is, excuse me, and I believe in you. I believe in you, and I believe that you're grown. What was that right there? Something happened. I don't know why she thinks she look good. That is crazy out here. That's a doggone shame right here. It's a wrap. Listen. Shout out to Phyllis. Shout out to Phyllis for the $1 cash. Shout out, say happy SCD Friday. Say, hey, Miss Shirley, prayers. Love you, Willie. Love you back. I appreciate that right there. If y'all would like to support the machine, y'all go ahead on, hit the thumbs up, hit the share button. We got Cash App, PayPal, Super Chat, all that fly stuff right here. We got a fundraiser going on. That's cash. That's GoFundMe. And ain't nobody died except for the number 3 channel. We need your support because we couldn't get insurance on the number 3 channel. We couldn't get insurance on the number 3 channel. That's why we got to GoFundMe out here popping and trying to grow. Need your support. Like I always say, put that down up there. Put that right on up there. Move this out. I don't know why they putting this thing here. I got to keep clicking it off. It's just aggravating. Make my booty itch. I don't know. Do like if your booty itch mean that you dirty, or mean like you nasty, huh? Do when your booty itch, and I say it like this because everybody booty itch. So let's not act all, you know what I'm saying, like you bougie and stuff. No. Everybody booty itch, and I'm just saying like when like your booty itch, do it mean that you're nasty, or do it mean that you dirty? That you dirty. I know it's kind of not professional, but we don't care about that right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just asking questions. Just say we had a watermelon man and a walnut man. That sound like some good men. That sound like some real good, healthy men out here in these streets, man. Real good, productive citizens in the community out here, boy. If y'all had both out here, you know what I'm saying? I don't need no no, I don't need that right there. I got a $300 Temu order on standby. I'm sifting through my Temu order to see what I really don't need. You know how when you like be strolling and stuff like that right there, you be like, oh, I can use that. So you just fill up your cart. And then when you feel like it's time to buy, you need something out of the whole thing, so it's time to buy everything. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I'm scrolling through, and I'm trying to bring the price down, because my price is $500 and something doggone dollars, and I wasn't finna do that right there. No, we don't do that on payday. We really, really don't do prices like that right there. Not on payday. Shout out to Temu. Boy, they got everything that you don't need. Everything you need and everything you don't need. Because everything you see, you're going to think that you need it. For real, though. Let me go on back up here and do some other type of searches. See what we got. Bam, hit that right there. Whoo. Ooh, they got gun holsters. That's what's up. See what I'm saying? I just saw. I still have not bought my doggone, what is the thing that you got to look at the moon with? What's the thing that you can see the planets? They tell us that the planets out here. Hold on. A thermostat is damn it, it's not a thermostat. It's a what is the thing called that you look in, you go outside, you see like planets and stuff? Telescopes. Let me type in telescope real quick so I can just have it there when I'm getting a chance. S-C, like scope, like the mouthwash. Bam, telescopes. They so cheap too. You can use your phone with it. I'm finna get one now. Oh, they got a clearance. They got a clearance 150 times telescope out here in these streets. I need to just be able to see the moon. At least, which planet is closest to Earth? Is it the moon? Hold on, I gotta ask my AI. Which planet is closest to Earth? Planet is currently while Venus is also cited as Earth's closest neighbor due to its orbital proximity. On average, Mercury is actually the closest planet to Earth, according to some astronomy sites. This is because Mercury, being closer to the sun, orbits faster and spends more time closer to the Earth than Venus does when Venus is on the opposite side of the sun. So Mercury, I just need to be able to see Mercury. Let me ask my AI this right here. What size telescope do I need to see Mercury? To observe Mercury phases, they say Mercury's phases, which appears like a smaller version of the moon's phases, you generally need a telescope with at least a 2.4 inches, 60 mm's. So that's 60 millimeters, 60 mm's of aperture and magnification of 100 times or more. Though larger apertures, 6 to 8 inches or more, are recommended for better resolutions and details, especially under good seeing conditions. You can see details. So I'm gonna be able to see like craters and stuff, like on like the planet and stuff like that right now. I'm gonna be able to see craters and stuff. So I need at least a 60 mm. 60 mm, and they got this telescope here with 150 times zoom, 150 times, 70 mm aperture, 150 times telescope, suitable for adults and youngsters, high magnification, portable astronomical telescopes with tripod, phone adapter, and wireless remote control. That's what's up. Willie, you study long, study wrong. Go ahead on and pick it. Well, hold on. Let me find one just a little bit higher than the 70 mm aperture purse, whatever that. They just told me that it was. So that might. This is $25. This $25. See, Willie, have you ever looked at the moon through a telescope? If not, you really need to. This is why I got to go ahead on and buy me one. I got to stop talking slick. I got to stop 500 mm's. That's a high telescope for $59. 500 mm's is 70 mm's aperture and 500 mm high power astronomical telescope. in 2 days. They got it at a local warehouse. They got it at a local warehouse. Let me add it to the cart. Don't even study it. Add it to the cart. You say, Willie, it's about the quality of the telescope. Yeah. That's why I just decided to not put the $25 scope inside of my cart. I put the $59.74 in my cart. They say that thing will be here like in 2 days. Free, standard, free, fastest delivery is in 2 business days. Damn, so that's like Tuesday. You say I speak MOAs or Mo's Willie, not MMs, not MMs, so not Eminem. What is MOAs? I don't know what MOAs is. I'm trying to learn a little bit. So I shouldn't get the one with the MMs. Is that what you're telling me? I need a high power one, y'all. I need a high power one, and damn it, and I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna go to the park and use mine. With that fire. Let me see. We got that right there. Y'all, we had 79 likes. We just waiting to get up to 100. We is just exploring some stuff until we get to 100. Ooh, they got one for $115. What it look like? 40 to 900 millimeters. MOA is the settings for your blink optics. All right, bam. Okay, all right, cool. Will it remember 90 degrees, you're a astronomer, 40 degrees, you're a peeping Tom. Do y'all know ever since I was like a youth, I've always wanted like a telescope to look in people's windows? I want to like go to like, I've always had like this vision of living in like a condo. And the condo got like 30, 40, 50 something floors or something like that right there. And I'm in like the 40 something floor. But I got my telescope and I can just zoom in like my neighbors, like inside the other building and look inside their windows and catch them snouting pot and shooting up and shit. You know what I'm saying? Catch them using dildos when they're not supposed to be using dildos. You know? I've always, yeah. I watch way too many movies. Yes. This thing has a 900 mm aperture and a 90 mm and a 900 mm telescope, high precision 40 to 450 magnification, wireless remote and phone adapter, portable design for travel and outdoor observations. Takes telescopes and microscopes is awesome. See, now I know about the microscopes. I done been in the lab, you know what I'm saying? I done been cooking up. I done been in the lab. I took science classes and stuff like that. I love me some microscopes, but I have not used a microscope since I have been like an adult. Say no diddy. No diddy. Got to be more careful. So listen, for now, I'm just going to stick with the $59 one. That's in my thingamajig, and then I got to try to delete some other things that's not like mandatory for today. Like I don't need it right now, but I'm gonna come back to it. You know what I'm saying? I need to put some things on standby. I like that little face shield for $4. And that's how they get you. They be having little fly stuff like $349. And you know what I'm saying? And you be like, damn, I always want to get. Perfect example. Watch it. How many of y'all be eating like potato chips and stuff like that right there? And you don't eat all of the potato chips, so we typically fold the bags, right? And or if you have like a clothes hanger type, a clothesline pin, you can pin it. But I saw they got a sealer, a little handheld, little sealer. You can seal the plastic bags. I was like, wow, this is so cute. You can seal your potato chip bag with a little handheld sealer. I got the big sealers, you know what I'm saying? But that's up in the cabinet and shit, and that's for when I'm doing meats and stuff like that right there. But they got like a little handheld, little sealer. You say, Willie, I been had a sealer. See, I didn't. Temu got one for $198. I said, shit, I got that. I got to get that. I got to get it. There's no, well, Willie, you don't need. I got to get that right there. You say, well, my card is like $1,000. I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm trying to tell you. See, but that's the one good thing about a cart. You can just put things in your cart that you think about. It kind of prevents you from spending money right away. It prevents you from spending money right away, because if it's in your cart and you have it in your cart for like a long time, technically you really don't need it. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times you tend not to get what's in your cart. Give yourself a pat on the back. Y'all have made it over 100 by 19 after the hour. I appreciate that right there. Shout out to the Method to My Madness for the $5 super chat. Say, hey, Willie, say, can you wish Nathaniel J a happy 18th birthday? Today is my one and only son's birthday. Thanks, Pastor. You is welcome. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to Nathaniel. What it do? What it do? Listen, enjoy life. 18 years. You're getting your little fresh start. Be careful out there. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Except on STD Friday, you go it on, you live your best doggone life. And today is your birthday on the STD Friday. Listen, get your fandangle on. But one thing about it, do not, and I repeat, do not impregnate nobody, and you will have wonderful birthdays after this right here. From this day forward, you will have wonderful birthdays. Get your education. Damn it, stay focused. Get your paper. Have fun. Enjoy your doggone life. Just be safe out here and stay alive. So happy birthday to you, and have many, many more. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. On here, born day, STD Friday around here. You know what I'm saying? That's such a good thing. That is such a good thing. They say he grown now. He grown now, goddamn. The children, you know that you grown when your mama and daddy can't come get you out of jail. When they just will not release you to a adult. No. Oh, that stop at 18. They ain't release you to nobody. Got to be more careful. Do you have a cameo for personal shout-outs? A cameo? No. I don't think so. Say, Willie, you're a window shopper like 50 Cent. Facts. One thing that you find out, man, especially if you is one who, if you have had a lot of money at a young age, if you have had a hell of a lot of money at a young age, you realize the older that you get, you don't need that shit. Because if you had a hell of a lot of money and you have been in a position to get whatever you want, whatever you want, you can just get it. And you was just getting it. And then you realize when you was just getting it that I didn't really need that right now. And then the older you get, the more you get to living, the less that you would just buy stuff that you think that you need. Because you think about it and you be like, dog, I really don't need that right now. like I really don't need it. The people who are still got that mindset of, I got to have it, I got to get it, I don't think they really had some money like that right there. I was blessed to have me some money like that right there. Like, it just, I see it, it's cute, you know, but that potato bag sealer shit, I got to have that right there. I got to have that. But that's like $1 and something. So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You say, sound like a spoiled brat to me. Yeah. I it's crazy, right? I don't want the material items. I want the ability to buy the material items. That's crazy, right? I'd rather have the money than the actual item. I'm talking about like big items. Big items and stuff like that. Like I read like designer stuff. I don't buy designer. I don't think I ever have bought designer. I'd rather have the money to know that I can buy the designer. I've always been one that I don't need the designer to get these bras out here, because typically that's really why we buying clothing, the type of clothing that these players be out here buying, the expensive clothing, and it is to show that you got money. And luckily, I was also raised with a mom and a daddy who taught us real different. You know what I'm saying? And to have an understanding, rich folk don't don't show you that they rich. You know what I'm saying? And I learned to love me some me. And I would just go out with no name brands. Ask the people that I went to high school with. They would tell you quick. I would run up the pay list. I did this in middle school, and then I did it then in high school. My partners and shit know me. They know me because they used to clown on me because I bought a pair of Eagles. You have no idea what that is, and that is not a name brand that people would know. Nope. I bought them pair of shoes out of Payless. I was in the ninth grade. Yeah. High school. Because I believe I'm so fly. Hell, I bought the XJ900 too. Listen. I believe I'm so fly. I don't need to show money, and I don't need to show that I look like money. I've always been that, and I would wear my shoes with no laces and every doggone thing. I would make sure that they would see my shoes, and my shoes said Eagles on them. And I'm still hollering at broads, and I'm still getting numbers back in the days, and I'm still showing up at their houses while their mamas and daddies at work with Eagles on. I show that to my partners like, dog, like, you don't need the clothes. It's not the clothes, dog. I promise you. I got a mean mouthpiece. It's not the clothes. You know what I'm saying? But that's something that I pride myself on, that I never needed to show the money, which I'm walking around with stacks. So I'm walking around with stacks with some Eagles on. Yeah. You need to borrow $1? I pull a whole goddamn thing out. Peel you off one. There you go, pimp. Yeah. Yeah. Move right along. I ain't gonna eat my whole I don't even know where any of that right there came from. Oh, that came from spending money. The topic of spending money. Yeah, I don't like to spend money. I am so, what is that thing called? Like frugal, or what is it? Like stingy or something? No, not stingy. I don't like to spend money. I really don't like to spend money. Thrifty, frugal. Yeah. And again, it just goes back to what I just said. I like to have the ability to buy stuff. Just saying. That's just me. He said I wore glasses without the lens. I remember back in them days like that. I'm trying to tell you, man. I was a not a class clown. I was a school clown. I'm gonna have with your gut hurt because we clowning so hard. You know what I'm saying? And that's what had me at these chicks' house when they mama them was at work. I was real good. Anyway. Y'all, let's go ahead on talk some business. Let's talk some business. You say, Willie, tell them about the Thumbnail Chronicles. Oh, Jesus. You say, some people buy shoes, some people buy guns. And listen, I got more guns than I got shoes. So you're right by that right there. I got more guns than I got shoes. My guns is worth more than shoes. So yeah. It's an investment. It's really an investment. But I'm not knocking nobody. Everybody got their little hobbies. Everybody got their little habits and shit. You do you. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Got more guns. Then I got shoes. I bet that. I like boots anyway. But anyway, we got a teacher. Let's just go ahead on and start it off with this right here. Oh, whoa. Slow me down. So I got 2 teachers. You is lying to me, but one of the teachers. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold on. Was this one here? We gonna do this one right here first because they titled this a split decision. I like a split decision. Let's go on and see what they're talking about. They say, Willie, you feeling real good tonight? Yeah. Cause something arrived today, and I like toys and stuff. I I like new stuff. I just don't like to spend money. You know what I'm saying? But oh man, it's a beautiful thing. And I waited and I waited and I saved. I waited and I saved and I waited and I saved. I pushed it back and pushed it back for years, and I saved and I waited. That shit arrived today, Phil. I'm so ready to get off the goddamn show. I'm trying to tell you something. I'm trying to tell you something. Whew. Let's go on and get into it. Let's go on around here to Florida. My state, stand your ground, stay, bust, go home, stay. Please don't run up. We in 5th Hour Lifestyle. Y'all go on and hit the thumbs up button, the like button, the share button, all the buttons. We also streaming live on the green and the blue. On the green and the blue, links down there in the description. We have a split decision for an ex-Doral school coach of filming students having sex. A coach filmed students having sex, and he's been on trial. He's on trial for this right here, right? In a split decision. I'm just thinking, how in the hell was he able? How was he able to film students, though? Go ahead.
It was. The defendant in this case was facing 7 counts. He was found guilty in 4 of those counts and then not guilty in the remaining 3. Now, I do want to say that you're going to be hearing from one of the students involved in this case coming up in this story. We have blurred her face and also changed her voice in order to protect her identity. In less than 2 hours, a jury of 6 came back with a verdict in the case against 39-year-old Unieski Ramirez Martinez, a former athletic coach and security monitor at downtown Doral Charter Upper School.
We, the jury, find as follows as count 1 of the charge. The defendant is guilty.
Ramirez Martinez was accused of secretly filming students having sex at school. A former student testified during the trial, telling jurors that the defendant encouraged her and her boyfriend to have sex inside a media production classroom.
He tells us like, oh, do it. And by the do it, we assume that it was done.
But prosecutors say video surveillance caught Ramirez Martinez allegedly recording from a window nearby.
Oh, so that's him at the window, and that's the phone up in the corner. This is his phone up in the corner. So the person who just had them spoke said, he told us to do it. So he told y'all to have sex inside the school. Y'all do understand that this is a female talking. It's a female student talking. Shout out to our Dodge a Trap for the $5 super chat. Say Glock versus Sig, Sour versus Stack of Coal, Staccato. You say which is the best value for the cost. I like the Glocks. I like the Sig Sauer too, but the Glocks, I got the Glocks and the Sig Sauers, but the Glocks ain't got no goddamn safety, and I love safeties. Go ahead.
Recording from a window nearby. According to prosecutors, he then propositioned the 16-year-old girl for sex and tried to blackmail her with the video if she didn't. Ramirez Martinez has denied all allegations.
That's right.
His defense attorneys told jurors he was not recording the minors. Police did not find any footage on his phone, but prosecutors believe it was deleted. This afternoon...
Whoa. We didn't find any. Videos on his phone. They say they believe that it was deleted. Where is the technicians? Where is the phone technicians to show that something was recorded and something was deleted now? Hold on, because y'all can't say that the man recorded and now y'all can't find the recording that y'all say that he had to record it.
Jurors came back with a split verdict, finding Ramirez Martinez guilty of offenses against a student by an authority figure, 2 counts of promoting sexual performance by a child, and video voyeurism by a person over 18 years old while working at a school. However, jurors came back with a not guilty verdict for soliciting a child to engage in sex, lewd and lascivious touching of certain minors, and distributing or transmitting obscene materials.
Okay, bam. Ooh, player, you got off. Decent just then. Whoo, you beat this thing like Puffy. Go ahead. He beat it like Puffy.
Ramirez Martinez could still face some prison time for the charges where he was found guilty today. He is scheduled to be back in court on August 8th for a resentencing. Reporting live.
Let's see the crimes again. Let's hear the charge. Wait, hold on. He told us that we should just go ahead on and have sex. I don't understand. And y'all did it.
Production classroom.
He tells us like, oh, do it. And by the do it, we assume that it was us.
But prosecutors say video surveillance caught Ramirez Martinez allegedly recording from a window nearby. According to prosecutors, he then propositioned the 16-year-old girl for sex and tried to blackmail her with the video if she didn't.
Stop. So he was smart enough to not do it in text message. Oh, hell no. You say, will they hold a student accountable though? Nope. They admitted, or the person on the stand, the female, admitted to having sex in school. That should be some type of law that you're not supposed to have sex in school. But no, they're not going to hold her accountable at all. No, they're not going to hold the young man accountable at all either. Right. He was smart. If he did threaten, think about it. He did not use technology. That's a smart man right there. Oh, that's a real smart man right there. He did not use technology. Which technology is receipts. Say he had another phone. Possibly.
Ramirez Martinez has denied all allegations. His defense attorneys told jurors he was not recording the minors. Police did not find any footage on his phone, but prosecutors believe it was deleted. This afternoon, jurors came back with a split verdict, finding Ramirez Martinez guilty of offenses against a student by an authority figure, 2 counts of promoting sexual performance by a child.
2 counts of promoting sexual performance. All right, because they believe that he told them to have sex. All right, so they believe that part. They believe, hey, do y'all want to hunch? Go ahead on the hunch. You know what I'm saying? Do that.
Sexual performance by a child.
And I'm guessing that they believed it because he's looking through the window, so it looked like he is at least looking at something. You know what I'm saying? So I understand them finding him guilty on that part. Got it.
And video voyeurism by a person over 18 years old while working at a school.
Video voyeurism. I got it because we looked that up and I kind of know what that means. Go ahead.
However, jurors came back with a not guilty verdict for soliciting a child to engage in sex.
Soliciting a child to engage in sex, but y'all believe that he had done told the child to have sex. Oh, my bad. I am guessing that the soliciting a child to have sex would have only... Oh, no. No, the soliciting to have sex is when she said that he used the video against me to try to hunch me. So they didn't believe her? They didn't believe her on that. That's what's up. That is so good.
A child to engage in sex, lewd and lascivious touching of certain minors, and distributing or transmitting obscene materials.
Lewd and lascivious or touching of minors. Not guilty because she couldn't prove that he touched her. It's a beautiful thing. Hey, boy, ooh, you got off.
Distributing or transmitting obscene materials.
Transmitting, yeah, because he didn't send a video to nobody. I'm trying to tell y'all, when y'all be doing shit, keep shit to yourself. Keep it to yourself. Do not use y'all phones. I'm trying to help y'all out. But he still can get some prison time.
Ramirez Martinez could still face some prison time for the charges where he was found guilty today. He is scheduled to be back in court.
All right. Little petty little crimes right there.
Not find any footage on his phone, but prosecutors believe it was deleted. Authority figure to student by an authority figure. Offenses against a student by an authority figure. 2 counts of promoting sexual performance by a child and video voyeurism by a person over.
All right, cool. Hey. Woo. He ain't gonna do too much time. Nah. He ain't gonna do too much time. He's great. You say, what is wrong with the Florida teachers and coaches? Hell, that was like a 16-year-old. The only thing that I can say, you ain't been out to the high schools lately. You ain't passed by the high school. You ain't see what they look like. Right? Video voyeurism with no video. That's why he was also not guilty on that charge. They couldn't prove that. You know. Yeah, I was reading the comment that was under the video. What is wrong with these teachers? Y'all have not seen these high schoolers. Mm-hmm. That's what hell, they look grown. They look grown like y'all. I know, but you shouldn't be attracted to. They look grown like y'all. Yeah, what it is. Bam, we got a brother and a sister. We got a brother and a sister who hadn't got into some trouble. Brother, sister who has been arrested, who has been arrested in the 2022 execution style killing. I don't know if y'all remember this right here, but I did this story. I did this story back then when it was popping. I was like, God damn, he shot him right in the store. Look here.
Well, more than 3 years after a man was gunned down at a Fort Lauderdale store, 2 suspects in his murder are in custody.
Stop. You say, is he a sex offender now? I don't think that falls under sex offender. I don't think, well, hell, they didn't say anything about him signing up to be a sex offender because they didn't even believe that he was trying to seduce and or coerce her into having sex with him. So I don't think he got to sign up. Here we go. Back this thing up.
2 suspects in his murder are in custody. The alleged gunman is being brought down to Broward County to be charged with murder. NBC6's Marissa Back is joining us live with the new arrest this evening. Marissa.
And Jawan, the 2 suspects who've been arrested in this case are a brother and sister. The brother is the main murder suspect. His sister also charged in this case for allegedly helping her brother after the crime. Years of waiting and wondering if justice could be served in the shooting death of Stephen Black may be over. Fort Lauderdale police say 24-year-old Warren Pollock is now in custody and soon to be charged with murder. Pollock is accused in the crime caught on camera inside Tony's Market on Northwest 22nd Road 3 years ago.
He stepped right up while they was just at the door. Watch him over here like in the corner. Watch it. Look.
Camera inside Tony's Market on Northwest 22nd Road 3 years ago. Police say he shot and killed Black point blank.
Stephen was my best friend.
Black's family pleaded with the community in the months after his murder, begging for information.
We now finally have 2 arrests in this case, and it's the final chapter, the final piece of the puzzle for this grieving family.
U.S. Marshals arrested Warren Pollock last week in Georgia, where he lives. Broward Sheriff's deputies then arrested his sister, Wanisha Pollock, 2 days later.
Wanisha, she got a smile like, man, y'all done caught up with me.
She's charged with accessory after the fact for allegedly helping her brother, knowing he may be responsible for the crime.
Aiding in the bed.
Tony's Market is now an empty lot. Black's family filed a civil lawsuit alleging the store operators weren't doing enough to keep customers safe, citing 13 shootings at the business in the 4 years before Black's death.
Oh, they had to knock the building down. Wow, they knocked the building down. It's a whole empty lot. I wonder if this is on Martin Luther King.
It's now an empty lot. Black's family filed a civil lawsuit alleging the store operators weren't doing enough to keep customers safe, citing 13 shootings at the business in the 4 years before Black's death. The lawsuit has since been settled. As a result, the store was closed and demolished.
The lawsuit has been settled. They had to pay the family.
When you look at the calls for service, when you look at the police reports, when you look at the, unfortunately, body bags that were coming out of that place, it is undeniable that that store was a war zone.
Black's family has since moved out of state. They started a scholarship for high school graduates in Fort Lauderdale in his memory.
They're honoring Stephen's life by doing what he loved best. Giving back to the community, giving back to teenagers and youths, and really making the world a better place.
Fort Lauderdale police say that Miami Gardens and Miami Beach police helped make these 2 arrests possible, as well as ballistic imaging technology. Warren Pollock is expected to go before a judge here in Broward County soon after he arrives here. We are live in Fort Lauderdale.
Got to be more careful. It took 3 years, but finna get some justice out here in these doggone street. Moving right along. I ain't gonna eat much of you. It's a shame though, man, when you could just be kicking it, just be chilling. You know what I'm saying? And then a player got a little hate for you, a little animosity, and slid up on you. Bam! He wasn't even paying no attention. Wasn't watching 12, 3, 6, 9, and I don't even think that they was conversating. I don't even think that they was having like an argument or nothing. He just stepped up and gave it to him. Got to be more careful. Let's stay in Florida one more time. One more time, real quick. Gonna put that up on the screen for you. He got a teacher in trouble. Another one. We have a former Florida teacher of the year. We got a teacher of the year who was accused of sexual battery on a minor. Let's see what type of school he worked.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Liz Kidantis. It's a case we hear far too often in our.
Don't do me like that. Don't
These
do me like
boots.
that. Shout out to them boots. Work boots. Hold on. Here we go. See what we're talking about.
Yes, I'm Liz Kidantis. It's a case we hear far too often in our community. A trusted educator accused of crossing the line with a student.
Say, nah, Willie, she's smiling like she gonna blame it all on her brother. All on it is on his brother.
In Vero Beach.
They didn't really give me what I was looking for on that one right there. I don't know how old the child was. They say he worked at a school, grade 6 through 12. That can be any number. That shit could be where it's all teenage. Well, sixth graders is what? 10, 11. Sixth graders, 6 to the 9th grade, 6 to the 9th, because 9 is 13. So it's probably like 10, 11 to be like a sixth grader. I don't know. See, because my response is different. If it's a sixth grader, my response is different than a 12th grader. You know what I'm saying? My response is different if it's a 7th grader and it's an 11th grader. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't know where to go with it. Hell, players, it's illegal. Don't do it. I understand that y'all maps and you feel the need to do exactly what you want to do out here in the doggone street. I would say don't do it and don't get caught trying to do it. Don't do it. Listen, where all my stepdaddies at? Where all the stepdaddies at? Like baby mamas, baby daddies. That's what's up. Fantasia should have made a baby daddy song. Got to be more careful. She would have made it really, really good. Really, really good because I love the way that she did the baby mama song. You know what I'm saying? They say many times children don't feel comfortable telling their parents things. Yes. That is that's about one of the biggest ways that so many teachers have not even been discovered for being a map. The children don't have open relationships with their parents. And again, it goes back to a whole bunch of y'all parents is religious. A whole bunch of y'all parents be beating the hell out your children. A whole bunch of y'all parents don't listen to your children. A whole bunch of y'all parents don't got time for the kids. A whole bunch of y'all parents don't believe the child. You know what I'm saying? So kids was just close off to you parents. And then when you find out, and now you want to be mad, why did you tell me that he was feeling on you? And no, because if I would have told you, you were going to be mad at me. You know what I'm saying? So you all got to be careful. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. Listen, if your child is telling you something, and I know that y'all gonna get angry because y'all get really, really emotional. Don't get angry in front of your child, because if this is the psychology of children. If you tell a child something, they're watching your facial expressions, they're listening to your tone. Because a lot of us, we get angry quick. As soon as they telling us, we automatically balling up our faces and looking crazy and not here as crazy. And why this? And why that? Y'all got to calm yourselves down and damn near listen as a friend. I know it's difficult. I'm not my child's friend. I'm trying to tell you, when your child is trying to tell you something, now is not to respond so much like a parent. The reason that they're even able to talk to their friends, because their friends responds like a friend. Their friends listen. Their friends will ask a question, but they ask a question without attitude. They ask questions and also without judging them. That's how they ask questions. Parents be, well, why this? And do this. And I told you, if this happened, then you do. You can't, we got to catch ourselves. We just got to stop. You got to stop. Because believe you me, they have a lot more to tell you. And the more that they see that you get angry, they will cut the conversation short. I'm just trying to, it's the psychology. I'm just trying to help. He said, when I was a kid, my dad would send me to my room, and I remember thinking that he was just torturing me, making me wait, laugh out loud. He said, now I realize that was the time that he was taking to calm down. Yes. Oh, perfect. Yes, absolutely correct. But we have these parents that don't take the time to calm down. They automatically just go in on the children, man. And believe in me, when we do that, we do not understand my child is not going to tell me stuff. And that's the worst thing. If you really want to be like a good parent, you know, if you really want your kids to be able to come to you, then it's a worse thing to close the door on them while they are coming to you. Damn, I'm good at this shit. Listen, move right along. Stepdaddies, all my stepdaddies. Miss White 236009. We have a teen who has been arrested for knocking off his stepfather. I think I did this story also. He in custody now. Here we go.
Stepfather David Gay is breathing a sigh.
Hold on, back it up.
The family of Newton County stepfather David Gay is breathing a sigh of relief tonight after his killer was captured today by U.S. Marshals in DeKalb County.
Investigators say his 16-year-old stepson, Jaden Daniel, shot and killed him in May before going on the run. Fox 5's Eric Mock joins us now live from the Newton County Sheriff's Office. Eric, you spoke one-on-one with his sister and father today. What do they have to say?
That's right, Courtney, Tom. You know, they're very grateful to investigators and U.S. Marshals for finding and arresting Daniel. The 16-year-old is now here at the Newton County Jail, and the family says this means they can now finally start to heal just a little bit from this tragic loss.
This was the biggest birthday gift I could ever ask God for.
Talisha Billingsley says it was just the news she wanted to hear for her birthday this week.
I feel like a load has been lifted. I feel light now. I feel like I'm at peace, knowing that his killer is not hiding and running anymore.
The Newton County Sheriff's Office says her brother, 41-year-old David Gay, was shot and killed by his 16-year-old stepson, Jaden Daniel, on May 13th. He was known to his family and friends as Tank. Thursday morning, the Sheriff's Office, with help from U.S. Marshals, arrested Daniel in DeKalb County. For weeks, Billingsley and other family members pleaded with Daniel to turn himself in.
Well, he did not turn himself in. He probably wasn't planning on turning himself in. But God has a way of doing things. You can hide, but you cannot hide from God.
Daniel is now facing several charges, including murder and aggravated assault.
He will be trialed as an adult since it is a murder case.
Billingsley says it serves him right.
He should be. We deserve that. We deserve the justice that we've been looking for. We deserve answers, and he should be. Because we can't get Tank back.
Now the family can focus on remembering and honoring Tank. His father, David Gay Sr., made this tribute on his motorcycle. A motorcycle he had hoped to ride with his son once more.
He will always be with me anywhere I go, especially when I'm on that bike.
You can see how they're going to remember him for years and years to come. And, you know, we spoke with the Sheriff's Office and we asked whether anyone was helping hide Daniel or helping him elude law enforcement. They said they couldn't comment on that right now. There was a reward of $8,000 being offered for information, but also no word from the Sheriff's Office on whether that is now going to be collected by anyone. For now, reporting live in Newton County, Eric Mock, Fox 5 News.
Got to be more careful. I wonder what did the stepdaddy do? I did the story, but I don't remember if they said what the stepdaddy had done did. Let's see if I can jump into some of these comments real quick. See what they got. Little dude so lost he's smiling like he just won a prize. Be more careful. Hold on. There was I saw another thumbnail of Lil Buddy. He was looking crazy hell out here in these streets. He said the mom encouraged the son to act like that, but she didn't think that he was going to take it that far. The blood is on both of their hands. Also, they must know the mama. Being a stepfather has more risk than rewards. Facts. He say taking on a stepchild is like looking for a new car in the junkyard. Got to be more careful. Stop being step parents. The kids, the real parents don't even want. Let that sink in. That's a good one. That's a good one. If the real daddy don't want that, you know what I'm saying? Should you? That's something to think about. Maybe they know something that you don't know. You know what I'm saying? And who has been helping and supporting him all of this time? You cannot run without help. He said the whole community, the whole community hid this killer. Got to be more careful. A man told me over 15 years ago, don't do it on being stepdaddy. Don't do it on being stepdaddy. And stepdad took away his PlayStation and Wi-Fi, and he did this little unk. I don't want to say that word because they be around here tripping. He say he gonna get folded in prison. Oh, I can believe that right there. He gonna have an issue in prison. You know what I'm saying? When y'all be taking these good people lives, shout out to Charlene for the $50 cash. As you say, for some food. That's what's up. I appreciate that right there. Oh, man, you have yourself such a good day. Listen, man, thank y'all for being around here, man, supporting the player like y'all always do. I appreciate that right there. I say, step dumbass. Got to be more careful. You say, Willie, are you still a stepdad if he adopt a child? Nope. See, listen. Now we have found out that if you adopt, at least a check keep coming. Maybe adopting the child is better than having your own child because a adopted child is an asset. I just told y'all about the little $400-something light bill I just had the goddamn month. Listen, if I adopt me some children, at least they can cover like the light bill and the phone bill or something like that right there. Huh? Little grocery. You know. But you're not a stepdad anymore if you adopt a child. Technically, you no, because you is a adoptive parent now. You was a adoptive parent. So I think you stop being a stepdad once you adopt. I don't know if like you might want to adopt a child with a woman. You got to, because listen, players, if you're going to adopt a child, you might want to adopt the child by yourself. If you adopt a child with a woman and y'all break up, she's going to have full custody of the child. And then depending on how y'all break up, and if she one of them broads, your ain't going on child support. Oh, believe in me, if you adopt a child and y'all break up, you go on child support. You is liable for child support. Remember, you signed a paper that said that's your baby. So players, if y'all gonna adopt, do it on your own. Become a single father. Goddamn. Listen. Become a single father and then find you a little la. I'm trying to tell you something, boy. You want all power over your children. You want to be the power of attorney over your babies. Trying to tell you something. You say be raising Isaiah like Holly Berry out here. Save a child for 99 cents a day. For real. They've been lying to us for years because for what us players be out here paying for child support. They're going to play us these commercials. You can feed a whole village for 67 cents a day. Like, well, all them children can be fed. Yeah, all of them. Why is it so expensive over here in the great United States of America? Got to be more careful. All right, y'all. Let's go on, jump into this right here. It's 8 o'clock. Damn, it's 8 o'clock already. I'm having me a good little time. I'm hoping that you good people is enjoying this thing out here in these streets. So shout out to all the homeowners, and I don't mean like I am not saying that like to talk bad to non-homeowners because it's overrated. I want y'all to understand, being a homeowner is overrated. It's cute. That shit be fun when you finish that closing and stuff like that. You sign them papers and shit like that. You smiling shit, got your teeth out, you know what I'm saying? Posting up shit for Facebook, you know what I'm saying? You got your little stuff, you go ahead on, you make it on to the new crib. Shit like, oh shit, it's all mine. Until it done sat in. That is all yours. Yeah, boy. Shit go to tearing up and breaking. It's all yours. Believe in me. It's really, really all yours. Back when I was coming up, there was less of these things called HOAs, homeowners association. It was less, poquito, little bit, of areas and communities had HOAs. The older that I have gotten, the more that there's HOAs in the cities than less HOAs in the cities. It used to be in the cities, it was a small amount of HOAs. Now in the cities, it's more HOAs than not in these big communities. It's rare. It is rare to be able to purchase a home in a place that don't have a HOA. It's difficult, especially depending on the state. I'm gonna go ahead and give you that right there. Depending on the state, it's hard to find them. You know. I have a story right here of a woman. She was dealing with her HOA. Her and the HOA were going back and forth out here in the street about her grass. They say her grass was brown. Now, as being in multiple HOAs, there's different rules. Depends on the state that you're in. Being in different states, you got different HOAs, and it's best for you to read your HOAs and what they require of you as a homeowner to have, and the standards of the community. A lot of y'all don't know because a lot of y'all may not be homeowners or home buyers, tenants, but in HOAs, you can't paint your house any color. You can't have broken down cars in the driveway, which that's the number one thing that I love about HOAs, that you cannot have your home mess up or tear down the value of the homes in the community by you just doing anything that you want to do. We have a dog use system with an HOA violation involving brown grass that led for her being arrested and jailed for 7 days. I will not lie to you.
Has investigated a lot of complaints involving HOAs and how they use.
Great content needs a great audience.
Great content need a great audience. They need to stop banning me. I will have a big audience, but go ahead. Hold on. Let me hit skip.
We've never seen anything quite like this.
Yeah, so the woman in the mugshot right here wanted us to tell you her story, and she wanted us to show you her mugshot. She was arrested and spent a week in jail for what started out as an HOA complaint over her lawn.
I feel humiliated about the whole thing, like I got my head down because this is so embarrassing.
Well, tonight, investigative reporter Adam Walser there revealing how she wound up behind bars and caught up with the HOA's attorney to ask about his involvement.
This is what they were showing in court, like pictures of the brown grass.
Yep.
The grass isn't always green.
This is brown grass. In case y'all don't know about grass, this is considered brown grass because it's brown.
In Irina Green's yard, thanks to a big tree that you can see in this drone video, and a drought that led the county to impose watering restrictions last year didn't help. Looks like you got some pieces of sod here. Green says her yard is far from the worst in Riverview's Creekview subdivision.
If you drive around my neighborhood, you'll see there's plenty of yards that are not up to par.
So far, she's the only homeowner to actually go to jail by failing to keep her yard up to her HOA standards. It all started with notices from the HOA's management company.
And it went from the grass being brown to, there's a dent in my garage.
Dents too small to see from the road.
There's a dent in your garage. That falls under HOA? Wow, I didn't know.
In my garage.
Dents too small to see from the road.
That was a part of my court case.
Green was also cited for having a dirty mailbox covered in mildew due to shade and moisture from that same tree.
Okay. Now the dirty mailbox. All right. Clean your mailbox. Because your mailbox is supposed to be white. That's a good one.
Assume you could probably clean that whole mailbox in a few minutes, right?
Yeah.
And for having a cargo van, similar to other ones we observed in the neighborhood.
You can't have a cargo van. You can't have a cargo van at the house that you is owning. That's why this shit fall on the tenant. Go ahead.
The HOA filed a lawsuit against Green in Hillsborough County Court, demanding she correct the violations. She represented herself, preparing handwritten explanations that the HOA and judge rejected. Green appeared at a hearing last July in which the judge gave her an ultimatum.
My grass had to be brung up to par. He said, you can get seeds, you can do something, but you got 30 days to get it corrected.
30 days to get it corrected. That's what the judge say. And y'all do know if we don't follow what the judge say, they put out a bench warrant. We all know that. Let's see what happened.
I said, fine. You know, he said, and if it's not done in 30 days, you're going to go to jail.
Irene said,
if it's not done in 30 days, all the complaints, all the things that they is signing up for, if it's not done, you go to jail. All right. We on the same page.
Says she spent the next month correcting the violations.
Okay.
I sold my van to comply. My mailbox was clean. I bought seeds and watered my grass.
But she missed her next court date.
Whoa, wait a minute. Dang. She had to sell her cargo van. You should have put that shit in storage, sugar. But all right, go ahead.
I was supposed to receive documentation. Nothing was sent to my home. And I reached out to the courthouse several times to try to find out when was my court date.
Shout out to T. Lee for the $2 super chat. He says she should have got a lawyer. I'm in agreement, but the problem here is, lawyers cost money, dog. Like lawyers cost, man. Like I don't be wanna spend my goddamn money, but you got a point.
The judge signed an order holding Green in contempt of court and issued a warrant for her arrest at the HOA attorney's request.
At the HOA's attorney's request.
Wow. It is pretty extreme. It certainly is, yeah.
We asked Stetson Law Professor Paul Boudreau what he makes of this case.
Yes. She missed the court date, but she's saying that she didn't receive anything for the next court date. Which is also strange because she did tell us that you got 30 days to comply. So if a judge tell you that you got 30 days to comply, does that mean that you're supposed to come back to court in 30 days? Or that's a question that I would have probably asked. Does that mean if I got 30 days, do that mean I got to come back here in 30 days? Or do I just have to, you know what I'm saying, clear up what you want me to clear up?
I think it's pretty rare in a civil case for someone to have a contempt order.
Green was pulled over by a sheriff's deputy in late May after picking up her 15-year-old daughter from cheerleading practice.
When I got out, he said, Miss Green, do you know that you have a warrant for your arrest?
She was taken to the Orient Road Jail.
If they got you handcuffed behind your back?
Yes, I'm treated like a criminal.
At the jail, she got more bad news.
Right? Hold up. Right? I'm sitting here thinking, you say, Willie, they tell you your next court date before leaving court. That's right. That is so right. I don't. That is right. If you're supposed to come back to court, they typically will tell you, well, on such and such day, you got to come on back here. You know, I think, right? I believe so, y'all. I truly believe so.
There was no bond, so I couldn't even go home to my family.
Hold on. That baby ain't got no bond. Back it up.
Oh, she got more bad news.
There was no bond, so I couldn't even go home to my family. I sat in there for 7 days. 7 days in the jailhouse, you know, like a criminal.
To be incarcerated without bond is certainly an extreme measure and is pretty rare.
Yeah, that is crazy that they gave her no bond. Hold on now, dog. Come on now. Is this racism? Is this being racist? Huh? This is crazy.
A mugshot of you right now.
Yep.
How did that make you feel, just to be put in those orange clothes?
It makes me feel horrible. Like I work hard. You know, I work hard to buy this home, you know, for me and my kids in a better neighborhood and environment. And to be taken to jail and to be treated like that for brown grass at my own home, you know, like It's horrible.
David, shout out to David for the $5 super chat. He said they are doing her like that because they want them to move. He said, I think that they are racist. I could almost go with like the racist thing, but I would love to learn the population. Like, what is the races inside of that community? Is it like a little bit of black folks, or is it like a lot of black folks? Like, what's really going on? Cause that lady shouldn't have went in no damn jail. If you miss your court date, then I guess you go to jail because it's a bench warrant. But you said that she did not receive one. She did not receive a court date. So
Blair is a Palm Beach attorney who represents homeowners in cases against HOAs. His law partner wrote the best-selling book, Bad HOA.
You have an HOA who was quick to go after her and to use the full force that they're entitled to.
Have you ever heard of it?
The full force that they're entitled to. So HOAs can just get your ass locked up out here in these streets. I ain't know nothing about this right here. Oh, Lord, y'all, we getting educated.
Getting to this point where someone actually goes to jail.
I have not seen that.
Wow.
To be clear, the association does not have the power to put you in jail. Certain other events intervened. Certainly.
To be clear, the HOA does not have the power to send you to jail, which is absolutely right, because the HOA did not send her to jail. Her missing a court date is why she got the warrant. But the HOA also pushed that, yes, they want her arrested, but if she would have not missed a court date and failed to comply, then maybe she still would have not went to jail. But she only went to jail because of missing the court date.
The judge had the right to do it. I
Back it up.
think perhaps
someone actually goes to jail.
I have not seen that. To be clear, the association does not have the power to put you in jail. Certain other events intervened. Certainly, the judge had the right to do it. I think perhaps there could be more lenient remedies.
Green's sister-in-law, who is a paralegal, filed a petition 6 days after she was incarcerated, requesting an emergency hearing.
And I went to court, and I had to be shackled from my hands to my feet.
You said the HOA lawyer had a hand in it. The judge is his friend. I could believe that right there. You said that they charge you $700 a year, and when I went to the pool, my key didn't work, and it was condoms in the water. Got to be more careful.
And you're there in civil county court, right?
Yeah.
You're the only one wearing orange, right?
Yeah, the only one.
Green's relatives sent pictures of the yard and other evidence to the judge, a different one than the judge who issued the arrest warrant. Green says an attorney for the HOA opposed her release.
He says, well, it hasn't been resodded. The whole yard needs to be resodded. And she's like, not from those pictures that I see. She's like, no, I want her released immediately.
So the lawyer for the HOA did not want her released and said that her whole yard needed to be resodded. Dawg, who is this lawyer? The lawyer need to be jumped on.
So you were going to sit in jail while they resodded your yard?
He wanted me to continue to sit in jail and not come home to my family.
Green was released on the judge's order. I'm Adam. I'm with ABC Action News. We caught up with Creekview HOA attorney Francis Frischia, the one who asked for the arrest warrant outside his office.
Oh, so he the lawyer.
Do you think that was kind of harsh to have her spend 7 days, I believe, in jail?
I have no comment, but I'll email you on that.
He emailed us a statement saying in part, quote, Ms. Green received notices of violations. She disregarded them. Ms. Green failed to show up in court on August 19th. Her failure to abide by the court's instruction led to the arrest warrant being issued.
So it still falls back on she did not show up for court.
We called and left a business card at the Creekview HOA president's home, and we called and emailed the HOA's property management company, which issued the violations. We didn't hear back from either. Legal experts say there are lessons to be learned.
Sometimes they act in a petty manner, but if they decide that you need to do something, you need to follow the rules. And when a judge tells you to do something, you have to do it.
I think that they have way too much power. I mean, I never heard of anything like this in my life.
Yes, I am in such agreement with her. way too much power.
Sometimes they act in a petty manner, but if they decide that you need to do something, you need to follow the rules. And when a judge tells you to do something, you have to do it.
I think that they have way too much power. I mean, I never heard of anything like this in my life.
My team investigator Adam Walser with photojournalist Matt McGlashan taking action for you.
Oh, so that's her man. I thought that was her son. Well, it could be. Well, he's taller than her. Well, sons typically do be taller than their
It's in my
moms.
life.
My team investigator Adam
That a
Walser with
man?
photojournalist Matt McGlashan taking action for you.
I think that's a man, though.
Wild story there. The HOA board recently hired a new property management company to enforce its regulations, which started last month. Now, our Adam Walsler has been investigating homeowners associations and everything that comes with them all over the Tampa Bay area for several years now.
Oh, this in Florida.
We want to know, are you in a battle with your HOA, or do you feel your HOA is not listening to you? Well, we are here to listen. Scan this QR code at the bottom of your screen to reach out to our iTeam tip line. Your message will be sent direct.
I'm going to say it like that right on. Oh, I'm going to say it and I'm going to keep it hood. This need to be jumped off. Listen. Well, listen. She went to jail due to the fact that she didn't show up for court, so she got the bench warrant. So that's what put her in jail. But to the point of when her sister or her sister-in-law, she's a paralegal, put in the thing to try to help her get out, the attorney no, she need to stay in because the whole yard need to be sorted. What is Buddy talking about?
A paralegal filed a petition 6 days after she was incarcerated requesting an emergency hearing.
And I went to court, and I had to be shackled from my hands to my feet.
And you're there in civil county court, right?
Yeah.
You're the only one wearing orange, right?
Yeah, the only one.
Green's relatives sent pictures of the yard and other evidence.
You say, Willie, he said, you better check. He may be the lawyer for your HOA. I'm going to tell you like this right here. I stay off of Martin Luther King's and shit like that right there. But I know people on Martin Luther King's and shit right there. Huh? People need bills paid. People need food. Don't bother me. Leave me alone. Leave me alone, because anybody can have an altercation. Anybody can, Please leave me alone. I ain't bothering nobody. I follow rules. You know what I'm saying? But I don't like people like this. I despise people like this. Leave people alone, man. When people just trying to live, man. People literally is just trying to live. They took the shit too far. But again, I still got to go back to, she missed her court date though. I don't know if they sent out the paperwork. She's saying that she didn't get the paperwork. So, you know what I'm saying?
That's to the
And let me be clear. I think she's telling the truth that she did not receive the paperwork. Let me explain why. She says she did everything to comply, and she sold her van. She was able to sell her van in 30 days. Do you know how impressive that is? She didn't want to sell her van, but she had to sell her van. But like I said, in my mind, if I needed my van and I wanted to keep my damn van, I'm going to put my van in some type of storage if I can't park it at the crib. So I believe that she did not receive a court date, but it's just something behind. I don't know whether they told her the next court date is such and such and such. The judge did say 30 days, but I don't know what the 30 days was. It just the 30 days to comply, or on the 30th day you come back to court?
Judge, a different one than the judge who issued the arrest warrant. Green says an attorney for the HOA opposed her release.
And I am so glad that at the HOAs that I deal with, we don't have the things of the too many car policies. I'm glad that we don't. And damn it. But if I'm not mistaken, there is places that's in Florida because they have been trying to fight against that type of policy, because a lot of A lot of HOAs, they've had that policy of too many vehicles. You know what I'm saying? But I think in Florida, they was battling to fix that, to change the law, because it was so many people whose children had to stay home due to the high cost of rent. So it's more people who's living in the homes. And if you got 2-3 children, all of your children have cars, you and your significant other got a car, 2 or 3 cars. Now that's 6-7 cars. You know what I'm saying? So I think that they lifted it in Florida, or they changed that law. I am not sure. Somebody please correct me. You say that we have a lot of overflow parking here. You say if your driveway is full, we have more parking, a lot of cement parking out here. They parking out on the road too. Shout out to Roshan for the $1 cash out. You say they mailed me my mom's court date. That's what's up. Like I guess she's saying that she didn't receive it in the mail either. She didn't get no email or nothing like that. So
he says, well, it hasn't been resodded. The whole yard needs to be resodded.
Do y'all know the cost of sodding the yard? See, a lot of y'all don't know the cost of sodding yards. Damn, something. Woo! Have you ever went and got a pallet? Woo! Sod ain't cheap. Sod ain't cheap, and there's a whole bunch of little pieces. So you can buy you a pallet, but is you ready to get that work? Is you ready to put that work in though?
And she's like, not from those pictures that I see. She's like, no, I want her released immediately.
So you were going to sit in jail while they resided your yard?
Yeah, he wanted me to continue to sit in jail and not come home to my family.
Green was released on the judge's order.
Shout out to the judge who had released that baby. I just don't like this story. I don't like this story. Say believe all women. I don't think that baby should have been incarcerated. Now, I want to know that they actually send out the notification, that they send out the court date. I would love to know about that right there. This thing got 9,000 comments. Shout out to the peoples in the communities. Yeah. Because people have been having this problem with HOAs for a long time. Now, this has happened this year, and they're telling me that this is in Florida. So our governor need to come on in and step on down and be like, hold on. We got to take away some of the goddamn power. Shout out to Weedy 504 for the $2 super chat. You say she probably had her old addresses on the paperwork. Oh, that's a possibility. All of her mail things wasn't changed over when she moved. So I wonder, what else do she do? Do you move? Do you sell your home? Do you relocate? You know, do you get out of a HOA that is this strict? That is really this strict? Like, I would like really have to get on from around there. You say, Willie, my neighbors literally have 8 cars and only 3 people driving in their house. They got 8. Got to be more careful. Jesus. 8 cars. I ain't got that many. I got about 6, 7. Oh my God. Got to be more careful. You say, does Florida still take out home taxes? Yeah. You have to sign it up like that right there. It is included in your mortgage. You know, your taxes is included in your mortgage, or you can separate everything and pay quarterly and or every 6 months, if I'm not mistaken. But typically it is included in your mortgage payment, which that's the smartest thing. That's the smartest thing, unless you're going to pay it in one whop. Then you go ahead and do that. You say some HOAs can foreclose on you. That's a fact. Say 5 cars and 2 motorcycles. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, I'm so glad that I like cars. I just can't be sitting around with 2 cars in my driveway. Who the hell do that? Never buy a house with an HOA attached to it. It's difficult. I would advise people to never buy a house that's attached with an HOA. It's difficult to find them homes. I promise. Because according to where you live at, according to the type of community that you want to live in, according to if you have children and the type of schools that you want them to go to, it's difficult to find a home that does not have a HOA and for you to be comfortable with your commute time and all that fly shit. It's so difficult. If you can find it without the HOA. If you can. But that shit is difficult. Hold on. You say a drunk driver killed my brother and the judge released him in the next morning. This woman needs a greener grass and jail for a week. You can tell, you can't tell me that the system isn't broken. Got a good point. You say jail for brown grass. You say in a drought. It was a drought. They did say that they was having a drought and they had a water ban all at the same time. They is so right. They had a water ban. It was a drought and a ban on water. Got to be more careful. He says she need to sue them and file a complaint against the judge. This is more than an HOA issue, is what is being said. He said they're harassing her. They don't want her in the neighborhood. The judge knows the HOA attorney. That's what somebody else said here, right? Say no bond on the HOA violation. Let that sink in. That is horrible. He said, I hope she sues the HOA and win a huge settlement. He said this isn't only unjust. This is pure evil. I'm in agreement. He said that judge definitely has to be investigated. Yep. He probably snorting coke while he's sitting back watching TV. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping on coke snorters, but he probably snort before he go to work. You know. He said, why don't you call the judge by name? The public needs to know who these tyrants are. I'm in agreement with that right there. The judge need to be put on blast. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe they did show us. Or maybe they did tell us. Oh, but they blurred it out.
And I come home to my family.
Hold on. Client, it don't have the judge name on there. It don't have the judge name on there at all. This is in Hillsbury County. Oh, man. Oh, that's like the Tampa area. It don't have the judge name on it, do it? Nope. I'm trying to read in the judgment immediately. Nope. Creekview. I'd never move into some. No, hell. Hold on. Let's see if they show us some other paperwork. Let's see.
A homeowner to actually go to jail for failing to keep her yard up to her HOA standards. It all started.
Oh, wait, hold on. Do. Gotta make it big. Okay, so they put that paperwork up too fast. This is a defendant. I thought that said judge. These just some papers. They're not giving us. Nope. They're not showing us paperwork to where we can see the judge name. Because this is where the problems be at. This is when it's time to vote. Y'all got to vote these people out of office, dog. I promise you, y'all got to vote these people out of office. Hold on. Who is Buddy? Francisco is the attorney out there in these streets. You say Willie, all these judges elected. I believe that these judges is elected around here. You got to get these people on up out of here. You mean to tell me a bitch got the power to even take you to court and hold you in contempt? That's a great bitch. We had a drought. The fuck? We couldn't use the water. I can't take us serious out here. Oh, move right along. I ain't gonna even much hold you. That is ridiculous. So listen. He say mob ties. Yeah. Listen. I'm so glad that I still know people. Boy, I'm so glad man, leave me alone, dog. Leave me alone. It's 8:30. Is we over 200 with the thumbs up? This is a wonderful STD Friday. It's Friday out here, y'all. It's the 18th out of the hour. It's the 18th. It's July 18, 2025. We had 176 with the thumbs up. Can we hit 200 real quick? Mm-hmm. He said that could have been the magistrate. Possibly. I got a point right there, but somebody need to be talked to. Somebody need to be talked to with some real understanding. Some real understanding, like a real face-to-face, mano y mano. Mm-hmm. Them people that's down at the HOA is really the problem. That is your real problem. The HOA is the problem. Mm-hmm. Somebody need to be sued. Move right along. I ain't gonna eat much of it. What was this right here? That's a stepdaddy. All right, we got that out the way. Bam. All right, we got this teacher out the way. Got him. Bam. Got her. The brother and sister gone. They out of there. Bam. Slide that. Pop. Who is this? The split verdict. We got that right there. Done. We ain't gonna do that right there, but we gonna hold on to it. Oh, all right. Is that racketeering? I think we got some racketeering stuff, but I got this one, got that one. We got 30 minutes. All right. Maybe you good people remember there was a stabbing of twins. I think this was up in the Bronx. Like last year or something like that right there. To where the twin girls or something was inside of the bodega, and they said that a dude was trying to holler and she didn't want to holler, and he ended up stabbing her or something like that right there. And the sister also got stabbed. I think that this is like the same doggone story. They say the family of a man who was charged with the fatal stabbing of twins claims self-defense. He's saying it was self-defense, him. See, they just dropped new video. They just dropped new video of the incident. Remember, the teens were stabbed by him. We didn't see what happened in this video, though. Here we go.
New video shared by the family of V.O. Kelly, the man charged.
This is what Ivy League universities you can get into.
Y'all wrong for that right there. I did so good. Watch it.
Shared by the family of V.O. Kelly, the man charged for attacking twin sisters outside of a Park Slope deli, is being used for claims of self-defense. Thanks for joining us this evening. I'm Amanda Bossard. News 12's Morgan Scott is on the scene where Samaya Spain was killed and her sister Sanaya was stabbed in her arm just over a year ago, with a closer look at that new video, Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Amanda, it was right here where police say Samaya Spain was killed and her sister stabbed in her arm after their rejection to advances made by V.O. Kelly made him turn violent. But today, Kelly's loved ones say this new video shows that the moment before the stabbing actually occurred will tell a different story.
Right away, you can see a group of 5 girls, including the twins, fighting then 20-year-old V.O. Kelly on that early morning in March.
They're literally stomping him out, acting as savages. He just got out of a wheelchair 2 weeks prior to that situation, so there was no way he can just jump up.
Another girl...
Y'all understand? 5 girls beat a 20-year-old up. I have no idea how 5 girls whooped a 20-year-old. I don't understand it, but it did say he just got out of a wheelchair.
Pulls out a knife, although never appearing.
Bag it up.
He just got out of a wheelchair 2 weeks prior to that situation, so there was no way he can just jump up.
Another girl pulls out a knife, although never appearing to use it. Kelly's sister Faith says that should have been enough.
Anyone who saw that video can definitely say that it was an act of self-defense. It seems like they were antagonizing the situation.
But the video captures moments before Samaya and Sanaya were stabbed by Kelly. At that point, it appears that both groups were already dispersed, raising questions about what then happened in between that time.
They're not showing the actual part where he came from the rave, went into the store, and how it started.
Ramos, speaking on behalf of the twins' mom, says Kelly was always the initial aggressor, and in the end, she believes he came back around with clear intentions.
They got out the store and he came back by himself. His friends didn't come back with him. So within his intentions was he was going to hurt one of them.
Now, Kelly's sister tells us that since her brother was sent to Rikers, her family has had to move for safety. But she's hopeful that videos like this will help tell the state of mind her brother was in. But on the other hand, the Spain family saying that hurt will never go away. And they've never been the same since Samaya was taken away. In Park Slope, Morgan.
So I'm guessing that this is the mother with the lips. The mother with the blow-up lips. Big, ridiculous ass lips. Making decisions on her own. Yeah. They want us to feel sympathetic to the twins being stabbed, but we just watched the twins and 3 other chicks jump and stomp on a 20-year-old. They want us to feel as if they were such defenseless little girls. And I believe back when I did that story, there was so much that hadn't came out about them too. Like they loud mouths and shit. They be slick rapping in the community and all that shit. Like people in the community, like they really, really knew them. You know. And I was like, I think that these little hoes is the problem. You know. Without even seeing this video, I was like, it's somebody low, because you mean to tell me that because one chick rejected dude just flat out just went to stab it a bit? No. It was her mouth that got her stabbed. But now since we seeing it, they done jumped Buddy in hell, and Buddy came back. Buddy came back. Then what else?
Acting as savages. He just got out of a wheelchair 2 weeks prior to that situation, so it was no way he can just jump up.
Another girl pulls out a knife, although never appearing to use it. Kelly's sister Faith says that should have been enough.
Anyone who saw that video can definitely say that it was an act of self-defense. It seems like they were antagonizing the situation.
But the video captures moments before Samaya and Sanaya were stabbed by Kelly.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, sister, if they jumped on him and he had done left, this ain't self-defense, baby. I want to kind of be on your side with it, but this would not be considered self-defense because this is after the fact. After the fact, he left and came back. It truly falls on him.
At that point, it appears that both groups were already dispersed, raising questions about what then happened in between that time.
They're not showing the actual part where he came from the rave, went into the store, and how it started.
Ramos, speaking on behalf of the twins' mom, says Kelly was always the initial aggressor.
She say they didn't show where he came from the rave. So you mean to tell me that the fight was earlier, like early? Because for him to ask, oh yeah, because they were stabbed, what? It was like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning? It was like 1 to 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was even asking the question, well, what is these women, these young ladies doing out at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning? And I didn't know that bodegas and shit, they stay open like that right there. Well, actually I did know that, like the corner stores be staying open, but their corner stores is called bodegas. So I remember.
And in the end, she believes he came back around with clear intentions.
But I also remember me saying their mouths got them stabbed. Their mouths got them stabbed. I didn't know that they was in an altercation earlier.
They got out the store and he came back by himself. His friends didn't come back with him. So within his intentions was he was going to hurt one of them.
I guess.
Now, Kelly's sister tells us that since her brother was sent to Rikers, her family has had to move for safety. But
so what's up with Rikers? Rikers seem really, really bad. Rikers seem like it really, really bad. And they had to move. They had to move because he got sent to Rikers. I don't understand. Why? Okay, so he's in that jail, so why do they have to move if he's in that facility? Do people... So I'm guessing that people know you and people know like the boroughs that you in or from or something like that. But why would you have to move and you in jail? Why would your people have to move and you? Oh, they would have had to move because the girls got stabbed. I don't think it's so much about being at Rikers. Maybe it's just the girls. But moving right along, I ain't gonna eat much Hoya. Hold up. Wait. We got to go back to some of these comments. Let's see what somebody's saying real quick. I just want to see something. Say, I remember this story. They really painted the narrative and had us thinking dude just stabbed him because she denied him. Remember I had to say that right there? I knew it was more to it than that. You say, and here we are with more footage of multiple women jumping him. Always more than one side of a story. That's a fact. You say that lady need to go to prison for murdering her lips. You say, why not show the whole video from beginning to end? That's an excellent point. Excellent point. Somebody trying to hide some shit. You say he messed up when he walked away and came back. Yes, that's the same thing that I said. As long as you left and you came back, it's on you, really, pimp. You know what I'm saying? You say, wow, we were all scammed. Not all of us, because a lot of us think shit through before we just be like, oh, she got stabbed. Oh, hell no, it's always a reason. It's always a reason. What did she do? See, I remember the story from last year. So these girls aren't as innocent as they reported it last year. Say, America always try to present the victim as innocent. You say, none of these are angels, and she should be in prison too. You said, my question is, why do any of these girls carry knives, and why did one of them pull it out? These girls were delinquents. Regardless, and these girls were delinquents regardless, and obviously bullies and a threat to society. This one is a tough call for me, but yeah, he shouldn't have gone back. See, it's not a tough call. We all kind of coming to the understanding because he left and came back. That's the problem. Someone take the sign down. He say, ain't no point for a memorial. They say, if she started it, they say, absolute disgrace. Bam. They say they want to act like men and see what happened. Karma. You say, Botox Betty. You say, Rosie Perez with the lip service. That's what's up. That's the same thing that I heard. You say those twins were problematic from what I heard. That's the same thing that I heard when I did the story. Got to be more careful. Move right along. I ain't going to eat much hold you. Them little hole was the problem. You can't tell me that them little hole wasn't a problem. You can't tell me that right there. One of them dead and one of them stabbed. You can't tell me that they wasn't a problem. Little slick mouth. Listen, I got to go on to show y'all something. Y'all is going on and getting into this right here too. I did what is the thing called? I did a standalone video of this yesterday, and now I'm seeing it in the news. And the sad part is, y'all is not watching my standalone videos like I need for all of y'all to be watching standalone videos. Y'all is not supporting the player tonight. What is going on? What is going on? How many thumbs up do I got? It's 8:45. We have 188 thumbs up. I need 200. It's 8:45. I'm stopping right there. I need 200 thumbs up. Let me go ahead on and pull this here down. I see 189. 189. I need 200. You say, Willie YT is using your show for commercials again. He said, I hope you're getting paid. I'm actually not. This is why I asked for your support. This is literally why I asked for your support. And they throw out a hell of a lot of video, a hell of a lot of commercials while I'm live, and they're not even paying me for the shit. But I try to not let that bother me, and this is why I reach out to you good people to ask for support. Give yourselves a pat on the back, and y'all done hit 200. I appreciate that right there. This is why I ask for your support. I know that they treat me like garbage. I understand. They didn't used to treat me like this, but now they do. It's a wonderful day. I don't want to be upset. I really, really don't. Thank you for watching all of the standalone videos. I appreciate that right there. Thank you. Y'all, let's go on and get into this right here. I did this right here yesterday, and I was like, boy, it's a cold game out here in these streets. Let me go on and grab it. Coldplay. Kiss Cam scandal. I did this here yesterday. A Houston attorney on potential legal aftermath. These two people who is on the screen right now got caught at a Coldplay, and when I mean caught, they are married. They are married. That couple right there, they married. They had a Coldplay concert. Caught on the Kiss Cam. Yeah. They married, but the problem is that they married to other people. The problem is they're not supposed to be together. Not in this fashion. They not. Yeah. They is a married couple. This couple, because it's two, this couple that's together, they married to other people. Shout out to Hidden Hills for the $2 cash out. Say everyone sent $2. Need your support out here in these doggone street, man. I'm trying to fight a good fight out here. Yeah. Cheating in these streets. Sure enough. Well, from what I have been hearing, now that they done got caught on the camera, a lot of people is trying to blame Coldplay. Coldplay is the performers. Coldplay, they're trying to blame them for putting them on blast. And they want to know, the public want to know, can these people take legal actions? Here we go.
All right, come on. You okay? What?
Let me back that part up. I told y'all, they married. It's just the other people. Here we go.
Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You okay? What? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
Okay, so this was the why is he ducking? Like, what? We already saw you, bro. But I guess, anyway, it's a moment that broke the internet. An apparent cheating scandal came to light last night at the Coldplay concert near Boston. A couple was caught cuddling on the Kiss Cam and quickly scrambled to hide their faces. Chris Martin joked they were either having an affair or just very shy.
Just very shy. Shout out to Calvin for the $2 cash. Shout out to showing love, Pastor. I appreciate that right there. Here we go.
Turns out the affair rumor might be true, which made us wonder, could the couple possibly sue Coldplay? Here to break it down for us is attorney Nicole DeBoard. Nicole, first off, when you saw this video, were you like, oh my gosh?
I was thinking to myself, can they sue Coldplay? In my mind, hell no. Y'all shouldn't have been out there fandangling, doing the damage. You should have got caught. Shout out to Octavia for the $2 super chat. Say $2 challenge accepted. I appreciate that right there. Shout out to Deborah for the $2 super chat. You say, well, I got paid today. Say, here you go, Will. I appreciate that right there. Thank you.
I wanted to hide my own. I wanted to hide myself because it's so cringy. It's just so disturbing.
Now, some people have had the reaction of, well, I would sue Coldplay. Well, I mean, is that even possible? Are there grounds to sue Coldplay?
There really aren't. Look, I mean, you have decided to take someone, your boo, to the concert who is not your wife, and there are going to be other people there. This is a very public event. These Kiss Cams are pretty common in these venues, and many times the tickets even say you can expect to be included in these kinds of things. So there is no cause of action here, and there's a separate issue of one being on camera, right?
Yep. Shout out to Lee for the $2 super chat. Shout out to Simone for the $2 cash app. Say, cannot sue Coldplay. Facts.
So we've heard people complain that, is it possible that they could sue maybe for being on camera? Well, one, no. I don't see any kind of cause of action for that. But then there's the second question, which is the comments made by the band, by people who were watching this and seeing, well, either this person's very shy or they're having an affair.
Right.
But here's the thing. Truth is a defense to libel and slander typed options or options for litigation. So as I understand it, there's been some sort of a statement issued saying that this was a terrible mistake on the part of people that you see in the video.
Yes, I think that it was the CEO that commented something along the lines of, I'm taking some time off, about, I'm sorry for my wife, my kids. So it's almost like he is owning up to some sort of an affair type situation.
He shouldn't have said nothing. He shouldn't have said nothing because, hell, they find out where he worked and all that fly shit. He shouldn't have said nothing. Running your goddamn mouth. Shout out to C-Note for the 499 super chat. They say the woman is done. The dude, wifey might stay. That, I was saying that right there, my little thing.
Situation that might have been happening. It's just cringeworthy to see, but I guess if a client was to come to you and try to say, can you represent me, and I want to sue Coldplay, or what would your response be?
Shout out to Hidden Hills for the $2 cash shot. Say it's a $2 war around there, pig. What it do? He say we love your aunt, love your back. I appreciate that right there. Shout out to Enigma 23 Torrent for the $5 super chat. He say support pacifiers. All the challenge. Say where y'all at? Shout out to D-Nice87 for the $2 super chat. Say challenge accepted over here. I appreciate that right there.
It wouldn't be something that we would handle, that's for sure. And the other issue for this company, it appears that, as I understand it, from what's been put out into the public, is that this individual and both individuals were working for the same company. We have a CEO. I mean, you really may have an HR nightmare.
It is an HR nightmare. Shout out to Mr. Gino for the $2 super chat. Say double O player. I appreciate that right there. Here we go.
On your hands, which really could also beget different kinds of legal action against the company. So there's potential liability there depending on what their policies are.
Definitely. And so what about, okay, first of all, when I saw this, I thought maybe the wife, this is just me speculating, the wife knew about some sort of an affair and then kind of staged it to where she did this, and
women ain't that goddamn smart, girl. Don't do that.
She said they're gonna be here. I'm not sure if that would have happened, but that would be like a whole Netflix documentary.
That would indeed be pretty incredible to be able to get Coldplay to focus on your cheating spouse.
Exactly. But speaking of the wife, now I do believe on her social media perhaps she took down her last name. I'm not sure about that, but this could be possible grounds for a divorce. Could this video aid her in trying to get money in that regard?
Do y'all even understand that they're only focusing on the married man? Notice, they're not focusing on the woman being married.
It can, certainly in terms of how divorces happen and what the division of property ultimately is. It depends on whether the state wherein they're getting a divorce, it requires fault, and whether or not these kinds of incidences against the marriage create a circumstance where a court might give a heavier balance of the property to the offended spouse.
Is there any legal avenue either one of the people in this couple can take?
Yes. Shout out to Marissa for the $2 cash app. He say MDDK challenge accepted. That's what I'm talking about. Appreciate that right there. Shout out to D-Boy for being a member for 18 months. He say happy No Favors Friday and SCD Friday, the best hood news on YT and best chat fam. Hashtag Hawaii vacay countdown. That's what's up. Enjoy.
I don't see anything that the couple who was seen on camera can take. They put themselves in the circumstance. They brought themselves to this concert. They participated in whatever conduct they were participating in right in public. And so there's really no expectation of privacy in that circumstance. And there's no reason to believe that they wouldn't be seen. So I don't know of anything they can do to stop this.
Can't do nothing. They say, Willie, the woman in the video was cheated on by her husband. She probably was doing this as a get back. Did they say that? Did they say that her husband had cheated on her before? Well, either which way, listen. Either which way, she just made herself look bad. Because if her husband cheated, and like somebody had done said, the woman finna get a damn divorce. The woman who got caught, oh man, her husband finna divorce her. The man though, his wife, damn it, it's a 50-50. That lady ain't going no goddamn way. He is a CEO. He's a CEO. He's a CEO. Now, yeah. She can hit him and get half and all that fly shit right there. I don't think that she's gonna go anywhere. You say, Willie, they were separated before the video. Who? Whoa, all right. So you're giving us more information. So her husband and her were separated before this happened, but they were still married though, right? If they were still married and separated, all right, cool. So she's straight. Well, hell, there's still grounds for a divorce.
I mean, the moral of the story is don't cheat. And if you're going to do something like this, like, let's not be at a public place where...
Do not trust your eyes.
You know, a football game or, where they have those kiss cams or whatever. So... And
you shouldn't be nowhere. Unless you just don't give a damn. But listen, watch this. So they were separated, right? Cool. She know that man was married and she didn't give a damn. The woman who is standing next to her while she's trying to whisper, she also worked for the company. I knew that bitch was down with her doing what she was doing. I knew it when I saw it.
You can't feel even sorry for them. I don't know. I don't feel sorry for them, but, to each their own. But I am pretty sure they're having a hard time right now.
No kidding. And for that, I do feel sorry for anyone. Bad decision making. But
for
boy,
the kids and the families.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you so much.
Why would y'all feel sorry for people who was cheating? Why would y'all feel sorry for the truth coming out? Do y'all understand our thought process that we be sorry about the truth? This is crazy. You say, Willie, it's my B-Day on STD Friday. Nah, what it do? Shout out to Work Hard, Play Rarely. Listen, enjoy your doggone day. It's STD Friday. You're supposed to be doing exactly what you want to do anyway, but because it's your birthday, it's a double whammy. Go ahead on and enjoy your shit. Hell, you might need to stretch this little thing on over to Saturday too if you want to, man. Listen, keep doing what you're doing. Everything that you had done did to make it to this day, a whole nother year. You did a good job because why? You still living. You is still living. Make sure that you live and make better decisions. Hell, make some of the same decisions that you made this year because it got you to this year. But keep making great decisions and happy birthday and many, many more. It is a blessing. It is a blessing. That's what I'm talking about.
Go ahead. Breaking that down for us.
You got to be more careful. They done got out here and done got caught and shit playing. But yeah. So, I just because I've saw this on other platforms and stuff and on Instagram and stuff, and so many people is just focused on the man being married. They focus on the man cheating. When I tell you that they is heavily focused on the man cheating, but shout out to some of the people who is like, is y'all forgetting about the woman is also married? Now, I do understand what you just had done said that they were separated, but maybe the people who was making these comments did not know that they were separated, and the most that the people knew that they was both married. It's a real double standard out here. See, when the woman cheat, it's a man must have did something because she wouldn't have cheated if a man didn't do something. It's okay for that woman to cheat. You say, Willie, the internet has evidence, none is private. Oh, no. I am not saying that you're wrong. I just didn't hear it, but that's why I say, you're learning us something, you're teaching us something, because I didn't dig that deep into this. I didn't dig that deep in it. I was watching some of the comments on Twitter and Instagram and stuff like that. I was getting my information from some everywhere, and I missed a lot of information too. You know what I'm saying? But hell, he say, hell, I got to cut this here off. Moving right along. I ain't gonna much hold you. Bam. I was recording. That's what's up. He say, Willie, I usually hear men support other men the same way. He must be cheating because his wife is not giving him what he needs at home. Come on now. No. Hold on. Men don't say shit like that. Well, I'm not going to say that we don't say stuff like that. I am going to say the majority of men, that's not our response. Men cheat on space and opportunity. The woman can be doing everything right at home. We'll still cheat. Typically, when women cheat, typically, not all the time because it's 2025 and y'all just slanging monkey, but typically when women cheat, they have a connection with the dude. They have some type of feeling for the dude. When men cheat, we just saw that booty. We just saw them breasts. We just noticed her smile. We just noticed she was there. We just realized that human has a monkey. We don't give a damn. We don't be having feelings like that for the most part. We cheat for space and opportunity. People like to come up with shit. Well, she probably, ever since they got married and stuff, and she cut back on sex. Well, that's true. That is true, and that could drive a man to cheat, a man who really didn't want to cheat, but for the most part, we cheat for space and opportunity, dog. We cheat because, damn it, if I can get away with it, why not? You know? And in my opinion, one of the biggest reasons that we do cheat because we have been forced to suppress our sexual nature because we have been led to believe that you're only supposed to have one female. Because we're led to believe that men have been cutting themselves short as far as only having one woman at a time when we actually want more women at one time. And people like to say, well, you can't handle more than one because we was trained to have one. But you can't tell me that we can't afford and handle more than one when a whole bunch of us is handling more than one. They just don't know each other. Players, stop falling for that little dumb shit that they be trying to say about us. You can't handle more than one woman. What, bitch, I'm banging you and your friend. You just don't know it. What are you talking about? Women love to tell men what we can't handle. You can't afford more than one. Bitch, the last dude that you had made $18,000. The last dude that you had made $22,000. Bitch, I make $50,000. What is we talking about? Shut up. I gotta stop listening to these little bitches. I got a problem. Hell, and it really been bothering me that you men been repeating what these bitches be saying without even thinking it through. Just think it through. And yes, everybody can't handle more than one. I get it. I'm not saying that everybody should be with more than one. That's not what everybody wants. But deep down inside, I can damn near guarantee over 80% of men, especially in the great United States of America, 80% of men want more than one woman at one time. I mean in a relationship. We already banging more than one at one time, but we would love to have more than one in a relationship and everybody know about each other. I promise you that right there. If you ask a man and he's not afraid to speak his damn mind and he's not in front of his little la-la, because if he answer like, yeah, that's something that men want. And then there's a whole goddamn argument. So you mean that I'm not enough for you? So is you telling me that you want another woman and all that? And the shit just fall. This is why we can't be honest. Because a man can answer that question and say, yes, I would love to have two and three wives. But it'll cause an argument. Women don't understand that a man can say that while at the same time still being comfortable with not having that. And he is all right with the relationship that he have. See, when women hear, yes, I would love to have multiple. When they hear that, they don't understand or they don't hear nothing else if a man say, but I'm okay with what I have. They don't hear that shit. They only heard that you want more. And this is why these dudes is not telling y'all the truth and what they really think about. Say, for For thousands of years, men had several wives. Only for a few hundred years, we started this only one wife. And this is some Western shit. This is Western culture. Shout out to the players who've been trying to bring it back. And one of the ways that they have been able to bring it back without getting the backlash is them becoming Hebrew Israelites. That's a way for the men who have been bringing it back, been able to do it without the backlash. There's still some backlash, but because you're doing it under a religion, people tend to respect it more than if you wasn't doing it under a religion. And like I be trying to tell people, think about this right here. Polygamy is unacceptable, but homosexuality is. Man on man is acceptable. Woman on woman is acceptable. Having more than one of the opposite sex or having more than one of the same sex is unacceptable. I don't even think it through. You don't just want one car. You don't just want one pair of drawers. You don't want to eat the same thing every doggone day. But for some reason, when it came down to who you can spend your life with, the bitch done told us and programmed us to it can only be one at a time. And we fell for that shit. Hook, line, and sinker. Yep, and your morals and your ethics won't let you think otherwise. Knowing good as hell well, you done been in relationships with people and you be wanting to be with somebody else. Stop it. And the crazy part about it, you can't even be honest with yourself. Yep. Damn, being honest with everybody else, you can't even be honest with yourself. Mm-hmm. Your God never told you you couldn't have multiple. Your God actually tell you if you get multiple, you cannot treat one worse than the other. That's in your good book. This is not Islam. This is not the Quran. This is the King James. Yo, God tell you if you get more than one, it steps to having more than one. Ooh. That's the part of the Bible that y'all fight against. But you love God. You got a personal relationship. You love the Lord, but you, I'm selfish. Yeah. That's why I don't be trusting half you. Listen, I don't trust the majority of you telling me that you is a Christian and all that. I just listen to you. I just listen to the shit that y'all say and that y'all follow God. No, you don't. No, for one, you're stupid. For two, you don't listen. For three, you haven't read it. I don't be, man, listen. Man. All right, players, listen. Since they not going to listen to me. I'm just trying to tell y'all something. And I do understand that it's real, real difficult to actually tell your woman who you with right now that you would like to have more than one. Well, I just want to tell you like this. I want to set it up to you like this right here. After this relationship, if y'all break up, from that day forward, any other broad that you mess with, you better tell her that you want more than one. That you want more than one. If that's really what you want. If that's really what you want, start your relationship off with telling her from the door. I don't care. Damn it, if you at Roof Chris and you're sitting down and you at Taco Bell, bitch, it don't make a difference. If you at Starbucks and if you just at the park on the swing, you better tell her, listen, I like more than one of y'all's. I'm going to have me more than one of y'all's. You better speak with some authority around here in the goddamn street. You sit, damn it, you say that you a man. You say that you was a leader. Fucking lead then. Huh? Huh? Lead then. You scared that you ain't going to be able to hunch that baby? Bitch turn 18 every day. What are we talking about? There's babies out here who need father figures every day. There's low self-esteem, beautiful pictures out here every day. And you worry about not being able to hunch her? You say the Bible say that every woman should have a husband and every man should have a wife, not multiple. Your book tells you how to deal with having multiples. Google it. Google it. And your God never said that you couldn't have multiples. God even gave you multiples. Google it. I didn't say that I didn't say that he said that you should or have to have multiple. I said he told you how to handle having multiples, and he gave people multiples. You say married men treat the side pieces better than the wife sometimes. The side piece keep the marriage together. Oh, I have said that right there. Here. Side pieces, whether it's male and or females, keep y'all's relationship and your marriages together. A lot of times, side pieces give you the ability to deal with your home life. And that goes for males and females. Players, because y'all sitting back thinking that she don't want somebody else either. All right. Okay. It's hard for us to be honest. He said, your government tell you, listen. And y'all got to get out of this thing. Well, but you can't marry more than one. Yes, you can legally marry more than one, and you shouldn't get married any goddamn way. But you ain't got to be married to somebody to be dedicated to that person and be loyal to that person and be loyal to another person and loyal to another person. You don't need paperwork for that. You've been brainwashed into believing that you need paperwork to let somebody know that you down for them. They done got that. These people done spun their head so goddamn bad. You don't love me if you don't give me no ring. Well, bitch, what was I doing before I gave you the ring then? How did I get to the point to where you even wanted to marry me? Obviously, I had to be doing some shit right? Shout out to Sensei for the $5 super chat. He say, it's a reason why it wasn't me. Is one of the world's favorite songs. He say, if you do keep it out of their face, no embarrassment, 5 for the challenge. I appreciate that right there. Yes, and this is why I have been telling people for the longest. It is not, the disrespect is not in the cheating. The disrespect is in the getting caught and embarrassing the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Cheating is really not the problem. It is like doing crime isn't a problem. It's the getting caught part that is. I'm just saying, but just for my point of, this thing is built on a lie, y'all. It's just built on a lie. It's built on a lie. And ladies, because y'all do be getting cheated on a lot. This is really why y'all be getting cheated on. Because we have been taught to go against nature for a westernized relationship. You say, Willie, that's why we can't go viral. You might be right by that right there. I think you're right. What? The sets that allow multiple wives, that is? I must have missed some. You said the disrespect factor is huge. Yes, it is. You say that is not what it says, Willie. It actually says for every husband there is wives, and for every wife there is a husband. He says, that's not actually what it says. It actually says for every husband, there is wives. And for every wife, there is a husband. All right. I missed that verse then. Listen. I missed that verse then. But I'm also here to tell you, that book tells you if you get more than one, you have to treat them basically like on the same level. And no. It says that you should not push like your first wife down or something, basically keeping them basically on the same level. You can't treat your first wife bad because now you done got another one. And y'all have to remember, wives is the person who you done had sex with. Wives is not who you went down to the courthouse and signed on a dotted line in Bible days. He said, I need a week over here and a week over there. I'm just saying, y'all, listen, we've been lied to. Well, listen. I'm getting my words wrong as far as maybe not the same level, but it's saying that, damn it, I'm trying to find that other word of basically you cannot shit on your first wife. It's like you still got to respect your first wife. You know what I'm saying? You cannot just down somebody and push them to the back and don't take care of them and all that fly shit because you done got a new one. It says that in your book. Hell, a matter of fact, I just saw it just the other day. And I can't even think of the doggone verse. Say why we always get the short end of the stick. I don't know. That's just how life is. He said, well, that sounds like the husband can have multiple, but the wife can only have one. That's what it sounds like to me too. That's literally what it sounds like. For real though. But listen, I just want to tell y'all. At some point, you need to be honest with self. At some point. Again, if you're not doing what you want to do, you ain't living, dog. You just alive. You just alive, and we some scary ass people. It just is what it is. They say you should have girlfriends that buy your wife gifts. Facts. If y'all out here fandangling, man, and listen, man, your side pieces ain't buying colognes or perfumes and shit for your significant other, man, to make their household great. What is you doing? What is you really doing? I'm just saying. Yeah, respect your bottom bit. I'm trying to tell you. You do not, man, listen. He said, girlfriend taking stage situations and terms created by women to be able to deal with more than one man outside of the committed to one. Wait. I got lost right there. I tried to put it together. Listen, y'all. Listen, you all can't get upset with me. I keep trying to persuade you all to read it. I keep trying to persuade you. Just open it. No. Read it. Read it. Stop arguing with people. Read it. I'm trying to help. Listen, y'all. It's 9:20. Y'all done had me over here too long. Y'all finna go on and get on up out of here because I'm finna go play. I'm finna go play just a little bit. I'm feeling good about myself. I'm finna go play. I ain't finna cold play, but I'm finna go play. Hell, give y'all a pat on the back. Y'all made it to the end of the Nightly News on this wonderful SED Friday. All right, here we got 215 likes, man. Thank y'all for everything that y'all be doing for the player. Thank y'all. They say, Willie, stop looking at the clock. I just saw it. My eyes went like, what? A 20? No. And ain't an 8. So I'm hungry and shit. I may just eat me some cantaloupe cantaloupe and watermelon and some grapes. I already got it cut up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. For real. He said, I'm coming to play with you, Willie. That's what's up. He said, my nickname is Big Business. All right, then. All right. Yes. Listen, I got the Oculus. I still ain't played the Oculus. I be busy, man. Wow. I'm glad that you had to say something because I forgot that I had one. I really just forgot that I had one. That is so crazy. That is so wild. Anyway. Thank y'all for being around here, y'all. We've been screaming live some everywhere out here in these doggone street, man. Trying to give y'all some news, and I hope that y'all enjoyed. I hope that I was entertaining. I hope. You say I don't give a F about what the Bible said. Laugh out loud. Say I'm talking logistics. That's what's up. So you gotta play your role, lady. Gotta play your role. Bam, bam, bam. Listen, I'm finna go ahead on and get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all for rocking. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. Do whatever you can to stay alive. Make it to Monday. At least make it to Monday. Make real good decisions. And don't become the news. Appreciate y'all for rocking.